Don't forget to subscribe!
I'll reintroduce myself. I am Xiao Mei. I am the narrator of the story you're hearing.
This video is for people who have used Windows 7 back in 2009.
And so the grand adventure continues. I hope we're able to meet again in the near future.
Hello everyone, this is Nanami Madobe, OS Tech for Windows 7, and in this video, we'll be reviewing Windows 7 itself. So then, let's get started! Originally, a version of Windows codenamed Blackcomb was planned as a successor to Windows XP and Windows Server 2003 and 2000. Major features were planned for Blackcomb, including an emphasis on searching and querying data and an advanced storage named Windows FS to enable such scenarios. However, an interim minor release, codenamed Longhorn, was announced for 2003, delaying the development of Blackcomb. By the middle of 2003, however, Longhorn had acquired some of the features originally intended for Blackcomb. After 3 major malware outbreaks, the Blaster, Nazi, and Subway worms, it exploited flaws in Windows operating systems within a short time period. In August 2003, Microsoft changed its development priorities, putting some of Longhorn's major development work on hold while developing new service packs for Windows XP and Windows Server 2003. Development of Longhorn, Windows Vista, was also restarted and thus delayed in August 2004. A number of features were cut from Longhorn. Blackcomb was renamed Vienna in early 2006 and was later cancelled in 2007 due to the scope of the project. When released, Windows Vista was criticized for its long development time, performance issues, spotty compatibility with existing hardware and software at launch, changes affecting the compatibility of certain PC games, and unclear assurances by Microsoft that certain computers shipping with XP before launch would be Vista capable, which led to a class action lawsuit, among other critiques. As such, the adoption of Vista in comparison to XP remains somewhat low. In July 2007, 6 months before following the public release of Vista, it was reported that the next version of Windows would be then codenamed Windows 7, with plans for a final release within 3 years. Bill Gates, in an interview with Newsweek, suggested that Windows 7 would be more user-centric. He later said that Windows 7 would also focus on performance improvement. Steven Sinofsky later expanded on the point, explaining in the Engineering Windows 7 blog that the company was using a variety of new tracing tools to measure the performance of many areas of the operating system on an ongoing basis, to help locate inefficient code paths, and to help prevent performance regression. Senior Vice President Bill Vigate stated that Windows Vista users migrating to 7 would not find the kind of device compatibility issues they encountered migrating from Windows XP. An estimated 1,000 users worked on Windows 7. These were broadly divided into the core operating system and Windows Client experience, in turn organized into 25 teams of around 40 developers on average. On October 2008, it was announced that Windows 7 would also be the official name of the operating system. There has been some confusion over naming the product to Windows 7, while versioning it as 6.1 to indicate its similar build to Vista and increase compatibility with applications that only check major version numbers, similar to Windows 2000 and Windows XP, both having 5.x version numbers. The first external release to select Microsoft partners came in January 2008 with Milestone 1, build 6519. Speaking about Windows 7 on October 16, 2008, Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer confirmed compatibility between Windows Vista and Windows 7, indicating that Windows 7 would be a refined version of Windows Vista. At PDC 2008, Microsoft demonstrated Windows 7 with its reworked taskbar. On December 27, 2008, the Windows 7 beta was leaked onto the internet via BitTorrent. According to a performance test by ZDNet, Windows 7 Beta beat both Windows XP and Vista in several key areas, including boot and shutdown time and working with files, such as loading documents. Other areas did not beat XP, including PC Pro benchmarks for typical office activities and video editing, which remained identical to Vista and slower than XP. On January 7, 2009, The x64 version of the Windows 7 Beta Build 7000 was leaked onto the web, with some torrents being infected with a Trojan. At CES 2009, Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer announced the Windows 7 Beta Build 7000 has been made available for download to MSDN and TechNet subscribers in the format of an ISO image. The stock wallpaper of the beta version contained a digital image of the Siamese fighting fish, also known as the betta fish. The release candidate built 71,000 has become available for MSDN and TechNet subscribers and Connect program participants on April 30th, 2009. On the 5th of May, it became available to the general public, although it also has been leaked onto the internet via BitTorrent. The release candidate was available in 5 languages and expired on the 1st of June 2010, with shutdowns every 2 hours starting on March 2010. Microsoft stated that Windows 7 would be released to the general public on October 22nd, 2009, less than 3 years after the launch of its predecessor. Microsoft released Windows 7 to MSDN and TechNet subscribers on the 6th of August 2009. Microsoft announced that Windows 7 along with Windows Server 2008 R2 was released due to manufacturing in the United States and Canada on the 22nd of July 2009. Windows 7 RTM is build 76,000, 163850900713 1255, which was complied in the 13th of July 2009. And it was declared the final RTM build after passing all Microsoft's tests internally. Among Windows 7's new features are advances in touch and handwriting recognition, support virtual hard disks, improved with performance on multi-core processors, improved boot performance, direct access, and kernel improvements. Windows 7 adds support systems for using multiple heterogeneous graphic cards from different vendors, and a new version of Windows Media Center, which makes TV viewing very easy, a gadget for Windows Media Center, improved media features, XPS Essentials Pack and Windows PowerShell being included, and a redesigned calculator with multi-line capabilities, including programmer and statistics modes, along with unit conversion for length, weight, temperature, and several others. Many new items have been added to the control panel, including ClearType Text Tuner, Display Color Calibration Wizard, Gadgets, Recovery, Troubleshooting, Workspaces Center, Location, and other sensors, Credential Manager, Biometric Devices, System Icons, and Display. Windows Security Center has been renamed to Windows Action Center, and it encompasses both security and maintenance to the computer. Ready Boost on 32-bit editions now supports up to 256 gigabytes of extra allocation. However, Windows 7 also supports images in a raw image format in the addition of Windows Imaging Component-enabled image decoders, which enables raw image thumbnails, previewing, and metadata display in Windows Explorer, plus full-size viewing and slideshows in Windows Photo Viewer and Windows Media Center. Windows 7 also has a native TFTP client with the ability to transfer files on a TFTP server. The taskbar has seen the biggest visual changes, where the old Quick Launch toolbar has been replaced with the ability to pin applications to the taskbar. Buttons for pinned applications are integrated with the task buttons. These buttons also enable jump lists to allow easy access to common tasks and files frequently used with specific applications. The revamped taskbar also allows the reordering of taskbar buttons. And to the far right system, a clock and a small rectangular button that serves as a show desktop icon. By default, hovering over this button makes all visible windows transparent for a quick look at the desktop. In touch-enabled displays such as touch screens, tablet PCs, etc. This button is slightly 8 pixels wider in order to accommodate being pressed by a finger. And clicking this button minimizes all windows, and clicking it a second time restores them. Using them is a snap. It's actually kind of fun though. Windows 7 includes 13 additional sound schemes, which are Afternoon, Calligraphy, Characters, Cityscape, Delta, Festival, Garden, Heritage, Landscape, Quirky, Raga, Savannah, and Sonata. Internet Spades, Internet Backgammon, and Internet Checkers, which were removed from Windows Vista, were restored in Windows 7. Users are able to disable or customize many more Windows components than possible in Windows Vista. New additions to this list of components include Internet Explorer 8, Media Player 12, Media Center, Search, and Gadget Platform. A new version of Microsoft Virtual PC, newly renamed as Windows Virtual PC, was made available for Windows 7 Professional, Enterprise, and Ultimate Edition. It allows multiple Windows environments, including Windows XP mode, to run on the same machine. Windows XP mode runs Windows XP on a virtual machine and displays applications within separate windows on the Windows 7 desktop. Furthermore, Windows 7 supports the mounting of a virtual hard disk as a normal data storage, and the bootloader delivered with Windows 7 can boot the Windows system from a VHD. However, this ability is only available in the Enterprise and Ultimate editions. And in addition, the remote desktop protocol of Windows 7 is also enhanced to support real-time multimedia application, including video playback and 3D games, thus allowing the use of DirectX 10 in remote desktop environments. The 3 application limit, previously present in Windows Vista and XP Starter Editions, has been removed in Windows 7. All editions include some new and improved features, such as Windows Search, security features, and there's a lot more that originated within Vista. Optional BitLocker drive encryption is included with Windows 7 Ultimate and Enterprise. Windows Defender is also included. Microsoft Security Essentials antivirus software is a free download. All editions include Shadow Copy, which every day or so, System Restore uses to take an automatic previous version snapshot of user files that have changed. Backup and Restore have also been improved. And the Windows Recovery environment installed by default replaces the optional recovery console of Windows XP. It's very convenient. A new system known as Libraries was added for file management. Users can aggregate files from using multiple folders into a library. By default, libraries for categories such as documents, pictures, music, and video are created, and consisting of the user's personal folder and public folder for each. The system was also used as part of a new home networking system known as Homegroup. Devices are added to the network with the password, and files and folders can be shared with all other devices in the home group or with specific users. The default libraries, along with printers, are shared by default, but the personal printer is set to read-only access by other users, and the public folder can be accessed by anybody. Windows 7 includes improved globalization support through a new extended linguistic services API to provide multilingual support. Microsoft also implemented better support for solid-state drives, including the new trim command, and Windows 7 is able to identify the solid-state drive uniquely. Native support for USB 3.0 is not included because of delays in the finalization of the standard. At WinHEC 2008, Microsoft announced that color depths of 30-bit and 48-bit would be supported in Windows 7 along with the color gamut sRGB, and the video modes supported in Windows 7 are 16-bit sRGB, 24-bit sRGB, 30-bit sRGB, and 30-bit with extended color gamut sRGB, and 40-bit sDRGB. And for developers, Windows 7 includes a few networking API with support for building SOAP-based web services in native code. New features to simplify development or installation packages and shorten application install times. Windows 7 by default generates fewer user account control prompts because it allows digitally scanned Windows components to gain evaluated privileges without a prompt. Additionally, users can now adjust the level to which user account control operates when using a sliding scale. Certain capabilities and programs that were a part of Windows Vista are no longer present or have been changed, resulting in the removal of certain functionalities. These include the classic Start menu user interface, some taskbar features, Windows Explorer features, Windows Media Player features, Windows Ultimate Extras, Search button, and Inkball. 4 applications bundled with Windows Vista, Windows Photo Gallery, Windows Movie Maker, Windows Calendar, and Windows Mail are not included with Windows 7 or replaced by Windows Live branded versions as part of the Windows Live Essentials suite. In March 2019, Microsoft announced that it would display notifications to users informing users of the upcoming end of support and direct users to a website urging them to purchase a Windows 10 upgrade or a new computer. In August, researchers reported that all modern versions of Microsoft Windows may be at risk for critical system compromise because of design flaws of hardware device drivers from multiple providers. In the same month, computer experts reported that the Bluekeep security vulnerability that potentially affects older unpatched Microsoft Windows versions via the program's remote desktop protocol, allowing for the possibility of remote code execution, may now include reflective flaws, collectively named Deja Blue, never affecting newer Windows versions as well. In addition, experts reported a Microsoft security vulnerability based on legacy code involving Microsoft CTF and a CTF mod that affects all Windows versions from the older Windows XP version to the most recent Windows 10 versions. A patch to correct the flaw is currently available. In September 2019, Microsoft announced that it would provide free security updates for Windows 7 on the federally certified voting machines through the 2020 United States elections. And it's actually had a good run, so it's basically like a graduation ceremony. About myself, I am the unofficial mascot representing Windows 7 made by Microsoft. Although it was largely believed that I was official, it was later revealed that I was designed by artist Wakaba and made by Windows 7 Mania, owned by Techno Alliance Corporation. My creation led to the first official Windows OS tag. And, as long as Hikaru Aizawa and the Bing Girls, I was part of a thing complete with images and audio, voiced by Nana Mizuki, and I was released for the first 7,777 copies of Windows 7 Ultimate in Japan. I was born on the 6th of April, 1992, and my appearance actually kind of looks amazing because, to be honest, it actually kind of matches the color of Windows 7's background, because I even have a hair clip that looks like a 4-leaf clover, matching the colors of Windows. To be honest, I really think we actually had so much fun with this review. Thank you for watching! Thank you so much for watching, everyone. What do you think? If you appreciate it, please be sure to super smash that like button, and be sure to follow my social media platforms in the description below, and Team Lifelight's fandom channels. Please be sure to leave a comment below, and please give us your open-minded thoughts, because we here at Team Lifelight's Fandubs do not condone harassment, violence, or trolls allowed, or otherwise, Ren Howick from Comedy Central's The Ren and Stimpy Show will haunt you down till the ends of the Shadow Realm. Please be sure to subscribe to our videos and click the notification bell. You'll never miss a video the second it goes live on YouTube and Google. With that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!